Growing up in the 70s was very exciting. Technology was booming, TV was new, and science fiction brought us entertainment that was thrilling. Suddenly, humanity managed to travel into space, and we started to imagine how life would be in the future when technology would make the impossible be a reality. There was Buck Rogers and his little robot sidekick, and Captain Kirk of the Starship Enterprise, with somewhere in the background a robot figure. And of course, Star Wars with R2D2 and C3PO. Today I am setting out to make a robot figure as an artwork, and I would love for you to join me in an attempt to capture some of the magic we felt growing up when robots were just a dream. Earlier this week, I saw an ad on YouTube for a robot companion from Unitary R1, and the cost was around $5,900. And I saw someone being served popcorn by the Tesla Optimus robot. How times have changed indeed. Kicking off with the head of my robot, I'm using a stiff cardboard and cut the panels and glue them together. I plan to make it with double layers for additional strength. I must say I am in two minds in regards to the idea that you can have a robot companion around you, doing your housework, sitting with you and having conversations, being your confidant and friend. Would this have an impact on the social fabric of humanity? Would people end up not having real people as friends? But it surely would be nice to get up in the morning and have a cup of tea and my toast ready when I reach the kitchen. Some days I have a look at the world news and I hear the rumblings of war rolling like distant thunder, and I wonder if the utopia of a world with robots making our lives easier is just an impossible dream, and instead we may inherit a world that is broken and burnt and full of pain and hunger. As my robot will be a light feature, I have bought a vintage style bulb that will be placed on top of the head. body is made similarly to the head. I will place color tubes through both the body and the head, and the power cable is to be fed through these. Lots of factories have robots assembling cars, and they can weld and do all sorts of things, and on top of being very efficient, they do not belong to unions or demand a raise. These robots look a bit different to what we may imagine a robot to be, but they surely will be the future of the workforce. For the feet, I have mixed plaster of Paris with water and put in some white glue too. As plaster of Paris can break rather easily, I'm trying to make it a bit stronger by adding the glue. In the next episode, I will put air dry clay over the feet to make them look more mechanical. My robot will get two big eyes, void of any function but reminiscent of the look of a curious child. I am pressing air dry clay in a form I obtained from removing the bottom of a spray paint tin. I was hunting for the marble inside, and a needle comes in very handy to remove the clay from the pupils. legs, I'm using some black PVC pipes I found. They are very strong and the power cable for the light bulb goes through it nicely. The upper part of the legs get cast in plaster of Paris and I wind wire around them to anchor the PVC pipes in the plaster. A round wooden pedestal would be the perfect base for my robot. I'm using leftover wood and will glue some plywood to another piece of wood. I cut a slot in the plywood to place a bit of tube for the power cable. This will end up under the air dry clay tiles. In the next episode, I will make the arms and hands and add the details inside the head and body of my robot, and then it will get painted. Make sure to subscribe and join me next time.